What's up? Big Herc 916. Positivity, motivation. I'm always telling you guys, you got to have a passion in life, man. You got to have something that outside of eating, sleeping, and pooping, it puts a smile on your face. You got to have something that drives you, something that makes you feel good, something that you can share maybe among other friends or family members, enjoy, something that gives you purpose, you know. Having kids, of course, kids should be loved and cared for, but when I mean passion, it's something that you you dream about, something that it keeps you up at night. Maybe that passion is playing the guitar, playing the drums, singing, skiing, skydiving, mountain bike riding, skateboarding, painting, drawing, sculpting, whatever it is. You got to find that passion, man, and that passion will complete you and give you fulfillment in life. For myself, it's been cars, man. I mean, my passion for cars, it helped me get through a lot of rough days in the pen. Dreaming of being out on the highways, on the roads, driving my cars. Where would I go? What car would I drive? What engine setup would I have? What it would sound like? How it would handle? I used to fantasize about that, man. I fantasized about cars. I was looking in every car magazine I could when I wasn't reading about the law. Hemmings, Auto Traders, DuPont Register, Hot Rod, Rob Report, watching the Barrett Jackson on TV. I was always dreaming about cars, man. And it gave me purpose, man. Of course, living and existing is, that's something that you do just like breathing air. But having a passion, which makes me feel, complete outside of, having a relationship with, like with my wife, but having something that you do that it gives you that sense of self. Some people might be martial arts. There's a lot of different passions out there, but you got to find one. A lot of kids ask me, Big Herc, how do you find your passion about cars? Man, when you talk about cars, you're so happy, you're so excited. Well, for me, a passion, I think it started when I was a kid, man. I was probably 3, 4 years old. My grandpa collected Mustangs. He had a lot of 60s Mustangs, 64 and a half. 65, 66, 67, 68. He had 5 Mustangs in the driveway. All of them ran. 5 Mustangs. A Cadillac. Yeah, 2 Cadillacs actually. So he always had a lot of cars, and he used to get out there and wash the cars and work on them, and sometimes I'd ask him to ride with him when he worked on, go get parts for the cars. He used to have to go to junkyards back then, these little pick apart places and find parts, because, there wasn't a whole lot of, aftermarket places like they do now online for parts. You used to have to go and just find these places. And that started my passion, man, just seeing those cars and hearing them start and, washing the cars with them on Saturday. It just put a smile on my face, man. And that, carried on. And then when I was a kid, I used to play with the little the little plastic cars and push them around, thinking I was NASCAR, you know, thinking I was Dale, you know, one of these uh, old racers, Dale Earnhardt, you know, or Emerson Fittipaldi, or one of these guys, Richard Petty. I used to think, man, um, I'd be a race car driver. You know, never had really a go-kart or anything like that, but always had a fascination with cars. I didn't really know how to hone that in. You know, if I would have known more about what I know now, maybe I would have got into a mechanics class or some type of engine building, but I've always had a passion for cars. And, I like sports too, but cars was always my thing. So when you find something that you love doing, you could talk about it for hours, that you lose track of time behind it. That's when you know you have a passion. That's when you know you found your calling. And that's something you should pursue, man. You should pursue that, and it'll give you balance in life, you know. Some people, they sit around and just watch TV all day, and I don't know, man. I can't just be sedated like that. I can't be just not doing something, you know. I don't know. I like to interact, so that's a way for me to interact. And the cool thing about the car culture is that cars, they span across all different nationalities and economics. You know, you can be a millionaire, but you can, respect a guy at a lowrider. You know, you can have a Honda Civic and still, respect a guy with a '69 Camaro. You know, it's all mechanics. So when somebody's fixed up their car, you see something cool, it's like, man, that's a automotive engineering feat. You see a McLaren, 720, and then you see a Pro Touring 70 Mustang. It's like, dude, you're a car guy. You love cars. You're not going to go pick a car like that if you're just trying to get from point A to point B. And that's what's so cool about cars. That's what I love about the car industry and car people, And you got just all the different demographics, You go to good guys, you got guys who have got stories up to yin yang about just working on cars and fixing this car up and finding this car and building. You got some really cool OGs. And then you go to something like a concourse, like the Pebble Beach, and you got, another class of people that's just into, the collectibles and a lot of the European cars, and the Astons, the Ferraris, the Lambos, the Maseratis, the Bentleys, the Rolls Royce, the Mercedes, the Porsches, all these other cars, man. And it's like, it's just so cool, man, just to meet all the different people in the car world. And that's what's fun to me, and having a passion. So, I just get, man, I get excited just talking about it, because I don't know, I maybe in another life, man, I was a race car driver or something. Somehow worked in a mechanic shop or something, and I could watch videos about putting together suspensions all day, or breaking down a motor, talking about the different bore, or, the different supercharger versus turbo. It's just, that stuff it thrills me. But, if you're a young man out there and, you're trying to find a passion, maybe look into cars, man. I mean, I know a lot of you guys, you have a lot of time on your hands, and, you're looking for direction, trying to find things that interest you. But for myself, I mean, cars is one of my big things. And like I said, I grew up playing sports too, basketball, and love football, but for some reason, going back to cars and the motorsport, man, it just was something that I really tuned in when I got to prison, and it helped me get through that time, man. So, hey, subscribe, share, support the channel. I'll be doing a meet and greet, man. I'll be out to Peterson on the 14th in LA, Peterson Museum, pre-Pebble Beach. And they're gonna have a car show up there, 9 to 11 on Sunday the 14th. I'll be up there, man. Holler at me. Let's get some pictures in. Talk cars. I know there's a lot of car guys out there. And yeah, man, I'll be doing a lot more car videos and going on some drives and hopefully linking up with a lot of you guys and doing some stuff, man, promoting, marketing, stuff like that. And also I'm working on another YouTube channel, Muscle Up, which is going to be nothing but cars. So subscribe to that channel also. And yeah, man, to all you car guys out there, man, shout out to you. Big Herc 916.
Go to muscleupdetailspray.com and pick you up some merch.
Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Herc said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at freshoutseries.com.
Never settle for average has always been my motto in life. So I've been fortunate enough to get together with the brand NSFA and become a brand ambassador, because there's no room for mediocrity in life. So whether you're out here and you're an athlete, you're in entertainment, you're a business person, represent and pick you up a hat. And for those of you who are law enforcement, military, veterans, first responders, use code USA15 and get 15% off. Click the link in the description and never settle for average.
Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.